My next guest takes on Mike Richman at LFA 29 on December 15th. It is Jeff Peterson joining me here on the program for the very first time. Jeff, how are you?
I'm doing awesome. How are you?
I'm doing well. I appreciate you asking. And first thing I noticed about you when I was doing some research for this interview, you got the nickname, the Administrator. Where did that come from? Were you like a high school principal, or where did that sort of come from?
No, I was actually I was in the Marine Corps.
Oh, gotcha. That sounds way cooler. Yes.
Yeah, I was enlisted in the Marine Corps, did my 4 years, and during that time I was a legal admin.
Awesome. Okay, that's good. Do you feel like, being in the military has sort of helped you in your MMA career, just in terms of the discipline and sort of everything that goes along with it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it gave me another level of discipline, another level of structure, and just a lot of benefits coming out of the military for sure.
Excellent. How'd you get involved in combat sports?
How'd I get involved? I guess it started off as just kind of bringing gloves to different places and doing little underground boxing matches with my buddies. And then one day I ran into a guy that was a little scrawny dude, and I wanted to grapple him. These guys were like, "Oh, Jeff's a badass. You should grapple this kid." So I grapple this dude, and he just balls me up into a triangle. And I had like 50 pounds on him, and I had that meathead mentality, like I'm bigger, I should be able to beat him up. And then I'm like, all right, let's go again. I grab him, he arm bars me, and I was like, all right, dude, you gotta show me, like, where did you learn this? And he brought me to, I guess it was more of a fight club than a gym up in northern Wisconsin. So, and then the rest is history, I guess they'd say.
Excellent. Now, are you still working with the military? Like, what's sort of your day job right now as far as what's paying the bills?
My day job, no, I'm not. I've been out of the military for about 5 years now. My day job, I'm a full-time. I'm an instructor, and I manage the gym Alliance MMA East.
Oh, great. Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm in the gym all day.
That's good though. I mean, as far as balancing training and everything like that, it must be pretty easy just with the fact you're in sort of the same industry.
Yeah, definitely. And when I'm not training myself, I'm training the next generation. I got other guys that are coming up through the amateur ranks, and teenagers that are starting to do their first competitions and whatnot. So it keeps my mind fresh and keeps me evolving and keeps me in shape, having to, in between fights, still be training my own fighters.
And you got this big matchup here for LFA. I mentioned it off the top. You're taking on Mike Richman. First off, were you surprised at all that you were fighting Mike, just because Mike's fought as low as bantamweight?
I mean, sort of, but at the same time, not really. I mean, his last fight at bantamweight, he missed weight like pretty big, and then he had a long layoff. He's getting a little bit older, so I mean, moving up a weight is natural, I guess. I mean, maybe natural. I don't know. I mean, I'd like to fight at 170, but the dudes at 170 are just way bigger than me. So, I mean, I knows, maybe he got a little bit bigger. Maybe he just doesn't want to cut weight. I don't know.
But nonetheless, must have been excited about the matchup. I mean, here's a guy, he's fought some of the high-level guys. He was a household name in Bellator. I mean, and a fellow Marine as well. A guy who's fought in the, he has that sort of history as well. You must have been pretty excited when you found out about the matchup.
Yeah, definitely. I was really excited for sure. I'm all about going to war with guys that are willing to stand toe to toe with me. If LFA gave out a fight of the night bonus, they'd definitely be looking closely at this one. I mean, we're two guys that don't back down and dig our feet into the mat and start swinging. So I mean, I'm excited about it for sure.
And who are some of your main training partners that are helping you get ready for this fight?
One has been Jeremy Stevens and Matt Sales, both two guys that are about the same height as Mike Richman. They're both able to train orthodox and southpaw, and they're heavy hitters, so they've been able to give me a good look and kind of give me that what would you say? I don't know. imitate what Mike Richman might be doing.
Well, and I was going to say, it must give you a lot of confidence working with someone like Jeremy Stevens because, he's got all that experience. I mean, in some ways, that's a great, it must be such a big confidence boost heading into this fight.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Alliance MMA has always had a stable of really good fighters always coming through. I mean, I could sit here and just like name a list of guys that I've been different sparring partners for over the years, and that's always been a big confidence booster for me because it's kind of always been like I always get a fight before the fight. There'll be someone that's in training camp getting ready to fight, and they're like matching everyone up on sparring day, and I see like Ross Pearson or like KJ Noons or Rick Story, Calvin Gastelum. They've all been through. I see them sitting in the cage by themselves, and I'm like, oh man, they're gonna call on me, aren't they? Like, hey Jeff, get in the cage. And I'm like, all right, time
here
to
we go.
down.
Yeah. That's awesome, man. No, that's a great stable of guys you got over there. Now, how's the weight cut going? We just had Thanksgiving. I imagine you survived that, and weight cut's going well.
Yeah. I mean, I've been fighting pretty steady the last year and a half, so I mean, I'm pretty immune to holidays, and I mean, I ate on Thanksgiving. I ate pretty good. My girlfriend's Filipino, so her whole family cooks pretty healthy food. So, yeah.
Nice bonus there. That's always good. How do you see this fight sort of unfolding on December 15th?
I don't want to give away too much. So we got a specific plan, but I mean, if we look at what do we say on paper? I suppose Richman's the harder puncher, the harder hitter. He's really hard to put away. I'm a distance fighter. Distance like a time fighter. I do really well the longer the fight goes on. I'm kind of a cardio machine. You can expect me to push the pace like I always do and drag them into deep water, and then it's my world. Then it's sink or swim. I live for those moments where I look across the cage and see the guy's eyes get wide and take a deep breath. And that's when I shoot him a smile and let him know it's time to dig deep. And then it's sink or swim. That's, I guess without giving away any tactics, that's what you can expect. Another classic administrator fight of the night, gritty.
I like that. We talked all about your fighting career and everything like that, and obviously your day job. What do you like doing on your downtime? What are your hobbies sort of outside of the cage as far as outside of fighting?
Oh, man. Honestly, I really don't have a lot of hobbies, dude.
Okay, what about, let's talk about this then. What about you watching any TV, any Netflix, anything like that?
I just finished Stranger Things season 2.
There we go. Nice. Okay. Good choice. I think everyone's watching that right now.
Yeah, I'm a pretty big movie guy too. Like, I guess this is a hobby, is that I've watched so many movies over the years, and my girlfriend didn't watch a lot of movies, so a lot of times I'll think of stuff. I'll be like, "Have you seen this movie?" She's like, "No, I've never even heard of it." And I'm like, "All right, we got to go to a movie store, and we're gonna try to find it." And I try to actually. I have a pretty epic DVD collection. I add to that. I don't like the downloading and all that stuff. I actually try to go to little used DVD places and search for the DVD itself and have that little bit of nostalgia with the DVD case and whatnot.
Yeah. Well, it's smart too, because if the power ever goes out, then you can watch movies, right?
Yeah, exactly. On my laptop. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one of the bonuses of having that. Everyone's going to check out this fight. It is LFA 29 coming up here December 15th, live on Access TV. Jeff, it was great getting a chance to talk to you, man. Just remind people where they can find you on social media, and if you got any sponsors or shout-outs, the floor is yours.
On social media, you can follow me on my Instagram. It's at Jeff the Administrator, one word. Or follow me on Facebook. It's just Jeffrey Peterson. Shout out to my sponsors, South Shore Brewery, coming out with the best craft beer in Wisconsin. Who else? Walker Scott Chiropractic, making sure my body doesn't fall apart, of course. Alliance MMA, best team in the world, some of the best fighters in the world coming out of here. Skintobone.com, DM Haltanius Corporation, Pacific Trust, all you guys, you're the ones that make it happen. You guys are the ones that make it so that I can continue chasing this dream.